Hi guys, welcome back to another, I don't know if this is going to be a thought-provoking or maybe get you irritated with me episode of Advice from a Call Center Geek, the call center and contact center podcast where we try to give you actionable items that you can take back to your contact center, improve the quality, improve the overall agent experience. What we're going to talk about today is to improve some ridiculous things that some of you guys are doing from a security aspect that I'm kind of picking up here, and I'm kind of fired up today. Let's just say that. So, again, my name is Tom Laird. I am the CEO of Expedia Interaction Marketing. We're a 500-seat call center outsourcer. We work for lots of different clients who have entrusted us with their customers. Just want to kind of get these points across, to not only service and take care of their customers, but also offer a very secure environment. I want to talk about one specific thing, and I am super fired up today after kind of some of the things that I've seen that some of you guys out there are doing. And I want to talk again, and I've talked about it in a broader sense of a call center security 101, but I'm going to be specific on call center allowing cell phones and call centers allowing wearable technology on the call center floor. I would venture to say that the majority of you are allowing that to happen, right? Because what happens, right? Your reps say, hey, listen, I have my kid's school could be texting me. I have somebody who's sick that could be texting me. I need to know what's going on. I would hearken you back to 20 years ago when we didn't have these. What did we do then, right? So we had a process, we had a procedure for getting maybe messages out onto the call center floor. And just because we have technology that makes it more convenient for our associates, it doesn't make it good for our contact center. And I guarantee you're going to have people that cry and moan about it, but we've done it, and we've always done it. So there's no cell phones whatsoever on our call center floor. There's no wearable technology on our call center floor. The policy is seen or heard. Right? Can you sense my tone in my voice today? Let me tell you why. So we have been, tell you a quick little story here. We have been trying to really get into the newest social technology. So TikTok is so cool to me, and there's so many things that we can do with it. And not only from an employee engagement process that if you guys saw my video about a week or two ago, I'm constantly trying to think how I can engage more with employees. So that's one of the reasons. Number two is it's an untapped market, right? I know everybody thinks right now it's 12 to 22-year-olds that are just posting on them, but it really hasn't grown and matured, and whatever. I think it's going to be like an Instagram. We're trying to get our foothold on it now. Go on there. I dare you, if you are a call center manager, a call center supervisor, a call center executive, go on there right now and go on TikTok, go on Instagram, but really on TikTok, and search for hashtag call center or hashtag contact center, and look at what you see. Because you know what I see? I see all of your, right, not all of your, but a lot of your call center associates that are posting from their booth, right? They're actually posting. Some of them are actually on calls, right, with your customers, and they're posting on TikTok. So I don't even know if I need to get into the security issues that this arises. But initially, right, we always talked about when cell phones came out, you could take pictures, right? You could email and you could text. So you could be texting account numbers. You could be taking pictures of screens with personal information, sending them out, right? So that was the initial reason, and that's bad, right? And that's still a huge issue of why we don't do it. But now these guys are connected to social platforms. So let's say that let's play the devil's advocate, and let's do the worst possible case scenario here. And let's say that a bad QA score came out. And this, I think, is a real world scenario. Bad QA score came out. Supervisor maybe doesn't handle it properly. Maybe gets on an associate. Associate is kind of not a really even-tempered person anyway. Gets pretty fired up. Supervisor goes back. Maybe the rep leaves for lunch and says, you know what, I'm done with this job. I'm leaving. But I'm going to go out with a bang. And what do? They go on TikTok. Maybe they go on Facebook Live, right? And they start streaming. or they start posting and record from recordings, from videos that they're taking of your screens, of everything, of personal information. Can you imagine the breach there? I mean, that makes a credit card breach look like a nothing, because millions of people could be seeing that almost instantly. And I can guarantee you that if that happens, that thing goes viral. There's going to be some problems with that rep, right? But it's too late. Like, why, I don't understand why you guys, so many of you, are allowing this. Is it because you're afraid and scared of your reps, right? That they're going to revolt on you? Like, you can't be a leader. Bring in leaders from the call center floor, talk to them, make them understand the position, have them go back out, set a policy up for a certain day that, boom, it's going to stop. And guys, do we have every single week at least 1 or 2 or 3 reps that maybe their cell phone goes off in their pocket? Yep. And it's a policy that I don't budge with. It's an automatic 3-day suspension, right, for us. So if you are looking for a policy, I have one for you. I posted it on LinkedIn, and I will send the link in the show notes to this. I'll also put it on LinkedIn. So if you follow me on LinkedIn, and I will repost this again today, which will be our call center policy. But this is what it says, right? This is the policy in a nutshell. Due to the nature of work performed at Expedia Interaction Marketing Group, our associates will consistently have access to sensitive information. This information could include, but is not limited to, customer name, address, credit card information, social security numbers, etc. As you may understand, it is important that all sensitive information must be kept private and confidential. In order to protect both customer and client, cell phones and smart devices, including but not limited to smartphones and any other wearable technology, are prohibited at all times within the contact center production floor area. This policy is in effect as a seen or heard policy on the call center and production floor. Cell phones and wearable technology are only permitted off the contact center floor in the designated cell phone areas. Failure to comply with this policy will result in an immediate 3-day suspension with the possibility of termination. Expedia Interaction Marketing will not accept any reason for failure to comply with this zero tolerance policy. By signing this document, I understand and agree with the information contained. We have every single associate, when they come in the door and they go through training, they sign this policy. And we have a full class on it. Now, do we understand that there could be times when a rep say, hey, at 12 o'clock or 12:30, I need to make a call. I'm probably going to get a message. I'm expecting a message here. Yeah. And then we take them and we have designated cell phone areas that are off the floor that they are allowed to go to. And they can use their cell phone. They can't take pictures. They can't do any of that. But as long as they're using their cell phone, they're texting, they're using it for a purpose for what they need to communicate, we're totally fine with it. But it can't happen on the floor. Supervisors can't let it go. That's the biggest issue, right? So if you just, the phone goes off and the supervisor says, well, hey, just don't do it again, guys. It needs to be zero tolerance or it's a joke. If you have been following me, you know that I'm pretty lax and I'm pretty laid back, I think, and I like to have